Ever wondered how options trading works? Well, it's a form of derivative trading, where you enter an agreement for the option to buy or sell a specific stock at a predetermined price before a certain date. Think of it as a reservation, holding your place in line for a potential transaction. It's a strategic move in the financial chess game, offering the power to control the outcomes of your investments. Now let's delve deeper into this fascinating world of options trading. In the realm of options trading, two key terms you'll often hear are puts and calls. Now imagine you believe the price will go up. Buying a put option is like predicting a storm. You anticipate the price of a stock is going to decline. Conversely, buying a call option is like anticipating a sunny day. You predict the price will rise. But bear in mind, these aren't mandates. You're not compelled to sell when you buy a put or obligated to buy when you secure a call. They're merely options, prospects for you to purchase or sell a stock at an established price within a certain time frame. It's akin to having a ticket to a game you can choose to attend or not. However, unlike a game ticket, the outcome here can be substantially profitable if your forecasts are accurate. Therefore, in essence, puts and calls are your methods of speculating on the future of a stock's price. Did you know that one option contract gives you control over 100 shares of the stock you're trading? It's a powerful tool, providing you with the ability to leverage your capital in a way that can maximize your potential gains. It's like having a 100-fold magnifying glass for your investment. However, it's not always as straightforward as it sounds. Various factors can influence the profitability of your trade. The strike price you select, the expiration date of the option, and market volatility can all play a part in the final outcome. Still, the allure of options trading is undeniable. With a single contract, you control 100 shares of a stock, potentially multiplying your gains without the need to fully invest in those shares outright. Options trading, thus, allows you to maximize your gains with less capital. Like every investment, options trading is not without its variables. Diving deeper into the realm of options trading, you'll find factors that can significantly impact your return on investment. One of these factors is the strike price. This is the predetermined price at which the buyer of the option can buy or sell the underlying asset. Choosing the right strike price is a delicate balance. If the strike price is too high for a call option or too low for a put option, your option may expire worthless. Next, we have the expiration date. Options are time sensitive. The further out the expiration date, the more time the market has to reach your strike price. But remember, time is also money. Options with later expiration dates will cost more upfront. Then there's market volatility. In a volatile market, prices swing widely and unpredictably. This can work in your favor, pushing the price beyond your strike price and increasing the value of your option. But it can also work against you, sending the price in the wrong direction and possibly causing your option to expire worthless. And let's not forget about the leverage factor. One option contract gives you control over 100 shares of the stock or index. This can amplify your profits, but it can also amplify your losses. By understanding these factors, you can make informed decisions and potentially increase your returns. Remember, knowledge is power in the world of options trading. So, what's the big takeaway from all this? Well, let's recap. Options trading is a strategy that allows you to speculate on the direction of stocks. You buy puts if you believe the price is going to drop, and calls if you think it's going to rise. The beauty of it is, one option contract gives you control over 100 shares of a stock. That's right, 100. This means, in theory, for every cent the price moves in your favor, you could gain $1 the trade. However, the exact return can be influenced by several factors such as the strike price you select, the expiration date, and market volatility. But the core takeaway remains the same. Options trading provides you with a way to leverage your investment, allowing you to control 100 shares of a stock or index for just a fraction of the cost. With this knowledge, you're armed for your next financial adventure. One of the strategies in options trading is buying an options contract and then reselling it when the price moves in your favor. How does this work, you ask? Well, you can purchase an options contract or even several contracts and hold on to them. Now let's say in the next 2-3 minutes, the price of the underlying stock moves in your favor by a range of 50 cents to $1. This is your golden opportunity to quickly resell the options contract. By doing so, you can make significant gains from the increase in value resulting from the price move. But remember, this strategy, like every other, requires careful planning and a solid understanding of the market dynamics. So, don't rush into it without adequate preparation. You're not just playing a game of chance here, you're making strategic financial decisions. And that, my friends, is the essence of options trading.
Okay, so let's say that we're trading NVIDIA options contract and price is right here where this arrow is, and you decide to buy a call option. You buy that option, then over the next several minutes, price gets up to this point, which is about a $10 increase. At that point, you sell your call option. You're going to gain for every contract you got on a $10 increase, anywhere from $500 to $1,000 potentially. Pretty significant gain, and for just a single contract. The cost of that contract is going to depend on the expiration date that you select. We will get into that as we get further into this course. And options trading has a tendency to confuse so many people, okay? It can be very confusing, but we don't need to confuse it. We just need to know that if we think price is going to go up, we buy a call. If we think price is going to go down, we buy a put. And typically in this course, the way I trade is I'm always going to buy contracts that expire the next day. SPY and QQQ have options contracts that expire every single day. For reasons that I'll explain further down in the course, I don't buy contracts that expire the same day. Day traders, retail traders lose massive amounts of money on contracts that expire the same day because they have what's called time. Well, all options contracts have time decay, but ones that expire the same day can have severe time decay. So they're very volatile, they're very dangerous. So the way I'll be doing it as you see me trade is I'll be buying options that expire the next day, always. And then I'll be selecting the strike price. Well, I'll just go with the first strike price out of the money. And what that means is, let's say NVIDIA is at $650. So what I'll do is I'll buy an options call contract with a strike price of $651 that expires tomorrow. And I'll do that for every call I purchase. OTM stands for out of the money, and that just means it's a price that hasn't been reached yet. ITM is in the money. It's a price that has already been hit. So if you were to buy anything $650 or lower, that would be contracts that are in the money. The further in the money they are, the more expensive they are, but also the more valuable they are. Okay, you don't need to confuse yourself with all this stuff though. Just know that when we're trading, and you'll catch on to it more as time goes on, but when we're trading, we're buying contracts that expire tomorrow, selecting the first strike price out of the money, and I'll be showing you how to do that how I do it. And we buy calls if price goes up and puts for price going down. That's really all you need to be knowing at this point. All right. And I know I said not to trade options on Robinhood, but I'm just going to show you an example of options here on Robinhood. All right, so currently you could see that the share price of SPY is $493.61. Here we are looking at buying calls. So these are call contracts. Here's a strike price. The first one out of the money is $4.94. Under the green line, first one in the money is $4.93. All right. You can see the price over here for the first one out of the money is $1.47. For the first one in the money is $2.08. Now these prices listed, and it's like this with all brokers, the price listed is actually per share. So you take that price and you times it by 100. So the price of this call contract for the $4.94 strike price is $147. For the $493 strike price, it is $208. Now, buying calls and buying puts are not the only types of options trading that are out there, but it's the type of options trading that I'm going to be teaching in this course that go with the strategies that we'll be teaching. There are things called selling calls, people that sell covered calls. That's actually a really high success rate, but requires more often than not a lot ownership of a lot of shares of stocks for you to sell covered calls or to sell puts, and then there's iron condors and all these other types of options tradings. But for purposes of this course, we're keeping it simple, the most basic, which is buying calls, buying puts. And to close our calls and puts that we buy, we simply sell the puts or calls that we bought. We don't hold I don't hold options contracts to expiration, none of that stuff. I'm simply buying a call, letting price go up, selling the call, and pocketing the difference. Okay? Buying a put, waiting for price to go down, selling the put, and pocketing the difference in the value of the contract from the change in price, the change in volatility, etc. Typically don't hang on to these for longer than a few minutes most of the time, sometimes up to an hour. It just depends. There's also another form of options trading that I kind of do like, but I'm probably not going to teach it in this course, and that's doing leaps. And that's actually where you buy, let's say you buy a call on the S&P 500 because you know it's going to go up over the next year. So you buy a call with an expiration date out over a year. That gives you a year for price to get where you want it to go. And, obviously it would seem with a leap, depending on the strike price and stuff that you select, you would have a much better chance of it working out. All right, so that's your initial introduction into options trading. If you have questions, whatever, feel free to reach out to me. You want to learn more about different types of options trading, reach out to me. I'd be glad to help you with that.